Is it? Okay, well, they're all planting on me. I'm gonna go play by play when I'm not a native speaker. It's gonna be a little bit tough.
Oh, yeah. You can take over. It's back. It's back. It's back. So that wall, really solid wall. It covers top, it covers bottom, allows them to get on the side, use the wall for extra cover as well. Alliance now in the post plant. You've got a 4v4. So Wave, they want to group up and get back in. Now, they don't have a lot to deny the positions of Alliance. So they first clear out with a nade towards back yellow to secure that control, open an angle to fight on, and mummAy on the raise, dominating on those duels with a ghost headshot delivered again, finishes with a body, and it's now a 1v3 unwinnable at that point. mummAy coming in hot.
Grenade will allow to delay the plant, and he still has the ultimate available, as I mentioned before, which is very big now. Will he go for it? He knows that Krigon is still somewhere next to him, so he cannot be aggressive with it. In the meantime, VCT got a kill, Krigon goes down, so the biggest raid boss possible is not available anymore for the defenses. 2 versus 4 retake. This is gonna be tough.
Yeah, especially with the weapons. You know, mummAy was the only one with the Vandal. He found himself 1 kill, but you don't really expect a lot from him after that. And I think the whole logic was that they would let them cross, get the info, and then play, but the timing completely screwed them. Krigon's just lurking out on middle here, but remember, these guys only have classics, so you expect Alliance to win this round relatively cleanly, and it was an attempt from Wave to push all the way through A. It just didn't work out. A site now just popping it up. There's no information to play off of, but now here it comes, the plant, the wide peak. They have to cover it. They have to cover it hard, and there's the time. The showstopper comes in to completely stop that plant through the wall. mummAy saves the day, and it's all over and done with. Fearoth hasn't got time in the 1v2, and the round is won again by mummAy. This guy is on fire. Wanted to peek out and see if there was somebody there. Instead, Hype's able to get the kill, able to pop this ult, which stops you from pretty much doing anything on the site. But it's all still a fake. The thing is, though, Wave haven't bought it. They've realized that, okay, till there's a spike plant, we're not rotating. mummAy stayed in the same position he's played before over by Snowman, but Krigon peeks it, takes him down, and leaves Zeke pretty much alone for now. He has to play relatively passive, but that wall means there's only one angle they can approach from. Hype has managed to spot out one and take him down, but there's Krigon dealt with. A 4v2 that's perfectly winnable for Wave. The HP of Zeke can be healed back up by Skye. It'll cost a little bit of time, is the only downside. Or maybe she hasn't even got it online because she's not using it. Time is low, the spams through the smoke take down Nico, and that's the round surely done and dusted, but hold on! Zeke's got other ideas, a 3k, but not the ace. Cut off by Kata up on top of the boxes to put it 3-3.
How to approach this? What is the new angle? How is the map control? Because
he's the one, he's tucked up in the corner and they don't expect it. We're talking about how different things are, how new these positions of the spike plant is, but Looker, he just underlines that point by saying, what about my position? Nobody knows that I'm here. Darts. So now, good luck in getting that diffused. You have to bait out the shock darts, the ult, you have to bait out the snake bite. There's so much to worry about. Looker dropped and hold on. Nico's got himself a double. This is doable until he's left by himself. A huge double by Hype to make this round pretty much unwinnable for Nico as he goes in to defuse it. It's not even halfway, and Hype swings out to save the day and secure the round. That is going to be... Whoa, Hype, run. He was thinking about what skin he wanted and didn't realize the spike was about to blow up.
And we have seen this in those runs, but hold this thought because this is a massive hold. But Kata with a double kill.
How many more are they going to expect, though? This is the thing, the crossfires that they've got, it's dealt with, but that was such a nice setup from Wave. Spike right now, it's just, there it is in front of him at the broken wall. So that denies a lot of utility, and it's all down to timing and not being ready for that wall to go up. Krigon, he goes through the smoke, caught in a bit of an awkward fight, heals up, doesn't go for the dismiss, and that could be a fatal error. A 3 versus 1 as Kata takes another, and they double peak into the final. So it works out okay in the end, but a little bit of a hiccup. We'll see how this one works out, though, because again, Krigon, he's going to go through, but doesn't even pop the flash. This time he just feels like his raw aim is going to win him the duels, and indeed it is. You can see the confidence is stacking up now for Alliance and Wave. This is the kind of round where it can really throw you off. The wall just goes up and a player runs through instantly. You can't predict that. But versus the weaker weapons, it is a risk. But one that is at least giving them some dividends for now. Baiting out the plant to... Ooh, that's a nice little bounce. But baiting out the plant to try and see if any utility comes through, any spam, so they can spam on back and take the kills, but nothing's going to happen. And even with the... No, it's not the buffed Marshall, actually, never mind.
It is.
But your other option of the Stinger is now 1.1k, and it's slightly less effective. Slightly, but still. Ooh, I like this mid-crunch that's going on by Wade. Now, we mentioned how they can't necessarily maintain the control in the same way. The res is popped, but immediately there's a peek to try and trade out that kill or stop the res from coming through altogether. Alliance handle it, but still leave it into a 3 versus 3. Going back to the default of moving to the B side, they have to run through an enemy wall. And with the ult pop, this is where the decision-making comes into effect. FiROT is trying to spam and delete this player. If they can drop that ult, or if they could have in the last few seconds, then this would have left them in a position where they could actually go for it. The other side of the coin, though, is the fact that because they have the wall up, they don't have the info. They can't see if this is 1 or 2 players. FiROT spams up close, goes to back yellow, and spams there as well. He's giving away like, hey, yeah, there's lots of players here, guys, so that this rotate can come through. YaBoiDre being conscious of it being an A-hold, but instead, Alliance are going back through the tube. It's being watched, though. We got to take a look at Sky, who's about to take a fight and take Kriagon down. Now caught up behind the door. Seeker goes out, trying to distract some fire and indeed absorb some bullets. Looker healing up, but he's so low right now, swinging out. He's not expected to go back around this angle. Now if he checks it, but he walks right past. Huge position by Nico, big kill, and it's finished off by Zeke to put 8 on the board for Alliance, but at least the 4 for Wave at the halftime.
Kill.
Yeah, indeed. I actually didn't notice that in the moment. One of those things, there's so much going on. Glad you caught it. Alliance in here to a 4 versus 2, quickly dismissing this pistol round, but hold on. You're going to be left down to Nico, and Nico has been damn solid. Not only that, but he's got a frenzy in his hands. Yeah, this week, this will be the second last day, right? And then next week. My bad. Completely forgot that. Thank you, Lothar. Down to 1v1, but Nico doesn't actually know where this final player is. That's the only downside for him, but he suspects he's on A, because he was before, right?
Yeah.
This is 30-second old info, but especially after that kill, if he isn't on A, if he was holding mid or something, he's rotated at this point.
I don't believe any professional duo would just not play together.
He's being faked by the wall! He's being faked by the wall!
Left.
We just had the wall go up from Alliance, and Nico spotted it and thought, oh no, he's probably holding it, so he rotates back to A. He's going to walk right on the site. If he thinks that he's on the B site, surely he's not even going to check this close right corner. He does! He checks it! Wow, well done by Nico to catch that shot and still be proactive in clearing the corners.
Or maybe on A. But that allows the B to be aggressive. In the meantime, we have an aggressive round from Wave, but it's being stopped by Locker and Hype.
Yeah, the split that they went for, I think Looker got on top of the wall. I'm not 100% sure, but he took the kill either way as the wall was being put up. This is pretty huge now because Wave, that wall, like, they can't do anything. They can't do a damn thing.
The difference between Wave and Alliance in those runs where Alliance put a lot of pressure by having lurkers that wait for the proper execution, while here we had the mid push by 2 players that was just instant stop, and then the B push was basically stopped because of that as well.
Seeker's coming in. FiROT's in trouble trying to drop out of heaven. Now for Wave, they're just overwhelming the site, but Looker, luckily, able to grab himself a kill. 8 bullets left as he swings around, down to 3. Needs to go for the reload pretty soon, and now he's got cover from his teammates to do so. It's left all down to Nico as Hype swings with another phantom frag. And Nico, he catches 1! Almost the second. That would have been damn close if he took down Hype. I don't know Looker would have been able to trade in time. Moves out of the way, so he's not going to take the double damage. Waits for it to fade. Now, with the Phantom as well, this is the perfect weapon for this kind of engagement. Second snakebite down already, but a 1v2 to win out. He clears the close corner, a player creeping up on his left, but he doesn't quite see him. And as he goes in for this kill, he might not be ready for this flank to come in just off his screen, but Hype gets it done. I don't think there's time. It's going to be tight,
there is.
But he gets it. 0.9 of a second left as Alliance connect 11 rounds. This was a massive eco, first of all, from Wave, but a heartbreaking loss in the end. Almost considered not planting default, although they have a small gap in which they can still plant, trying to bait the player out into peeking, while Zeke takes this super slow. Thunder's Fury denies the initial plant. Tries to get more damage. I think that's the tag as well, but Hype is taken down. Here comes the ult from Zeke. This is a really well-played round, but hold on! They're down low on time. Rushing around. Zeke wants to plant for mid, knowing the others are coming in through spawn. Gets it down with 3 seconds left, but can he get out of there? No, he can't. Kriagon deals with him. Carcass, he's at a slow game, but now the 1v1. His health so low. He doesn't know if Kriagon's back up on full. Could have healed up, but the knife out. So unnecessary, and a mistake that costs the round. And that gives a nice and easy round, at least should be, to Wave. Still some utility to play off of, but it's not even going to get time to be deployed, despite the 1 headshot from Looker. It's a 1v4. And Cat is pretty much down and out of this round. You don't really want to save the 25 armor. You're not going to use the Sheriff next round, so you go for it. But mummAy takes him with a third, and that is 11-9.
Fights, get a kill, rotate back. But the thing is, they're running out of time right now. They have to execute.
Showstopper out. Might actually find a couple of victims. There were 2 players above, but it's only Krieg on to fall, and Nico's left all by his lonesome. Swung on, killed. The problem in this round, I'll tell you exactly what it was for Wave. 5 seconds, pop it back up, and then cross over. But
there's still also Jet there. Those Raisin Jet who crossed, so there was still like smokes from Jet available. So it's kind of peculiar. But now, Plan goes down, but it's Kada who puts the nail in the coffin for the second defender. And 1 versus 4, not really a good spot to be in. Nico, again, by the way, he is the last man standing for Wave every single round. But it's still not enough, even though he did some clutches in the past.
Huge to start it off, and the spike is going to be planted and just about dodging the aftershock and all the utility making it into hell. Nico gets dropped. A quick trade back as Wave pull out 2 kills, but what was that pink from Zeke? He wasn't ready for anybody up above, maybe thought the smoke was still there. A fatal mistake and a 3. Oh no, mummAy caught with a nade in hand as well. Down goes 1 more. And this is going to be tough to hold on to. There's plenty of time still to get on the spike. In comes the recon dart. It's going to not actually reveal them, but they know both players are here. And Tribune buying a bit of time, but not able to stop that spike defuse. 1-0 as Alliance pick up the pistol.
Mr. Plant.
Hello, baby. I mean, there's eco farming, and then there's, well, eco farming.
So we have to fall back and not die to the rocket.
Well, to start this one off, Krieg gone. Is Krieg gone? He's out of here. He's out of the round. That flash doesn't actually catch the players. Oh, but that almost works out for them because they're not ready for the push. Looker in with a double thumbs up sprayed on the wall, and Wave down to a 2v4. First buy round for Alliance, answering up pretty well. Now they've got to, oh, hold on, Seekers pop. They're going to full commit to this. Carcass flash goes in front of him, so now he's able to push through, but a little bit slow on that. Nico left on his own. He's trying to deal with these players. Here's one coming on long as well. He has that information ready for that swing. Catches Fearoth off guard. Aftershock going to push him back so they can get position on the site. Cover it with the op, and he is now in trouble. If this shot hits, there you go. Round's over and done with. But good damage in the 2v4 to still take down so many players. Down this crunch. And I think at this point, you know, it's, whoa, Carcass, nice shot. Caught in the side, stays alive, and now they can heal him back up. The beauty of having a Sky, but never mind, because he's dead. He just gets swung on, but luckily Krieg is dealt with quite quickly, leaving it into it 2 versus 4. Oh, the peak. It was unnecessary. Where's the timing? From Wave, they go out 1 at a time. And as I say that, my feed gets cut, so I don't have any game.
Unfortunately, the same happened to me. Right? Is it back?
No playable sources found. Well, I can see it a few seconds behind, so we'll go into a more of a descriptive. Look at mummAy. He's went all the way around the back of the site. For the people at home, he will have possibly taken the fight already, and he did indeed lose it. Showstopper, excuse me, try to delay any sort of a push, and it basically completely negates that Rolling Thunder. The stun stops Raze from actually being able to peek and fire it deep into spawn. Defender ultimate comes down. This is the Killjoy ult, the lockdown, and so those attackers need to leave the site quickly, being sniped by Kata as they do. The player under heaven, I think, is just going to be fish bait at this point. mummAy, no, he still gets a kill, catching them just before he gets detained. A second player detained now means they can feel confident in going for this defuse, but they have to be wary of Carcass. The ult in hand, Looker going to be 1 hit to it, but Kata shuts him down. In comes Nico, being watched as well. Shot missed, but he was going for the planter. He was scared that they were full sticking it, and that was the right play.
Execute 4 versus 5.
RIOT loves pushing down mid, man. You see this so often from him, and with the smoke, he snuck into the window, but his back is turned, so he's shot in the back. Seekers go out, flash as well. Kata in trouble, has to retreat. B side going to be pushed on. Flash deep into A, confirms there's a player here. He's full blind, but Hype just about makes it away. He's going to try to jump around the corner, but his former teammate Carcass takes him down. Rush straight into the site. Killjoy ult in effect, and Looker gets it through the smoke, destroys that ultimate, and Carcass has got it all to do. A 1v3, trying to deal with the player in spawn. They're not, well, never mind. Down he goes, straight away. Fearoth is able to take him out and put 6 on the board. Wave, they're getting so close. Well, that was a technical pause there, but it is long since gone as a push comes out on A long. Three players just rushing forward, ult through to C, spots nobody, but it was actually inside of smoke, unfortunately. Kata, oh, here we go, the shutdown from Wave. One after another, they fall, and a 4v2 emerges. Having dealt with everybody that pushed A, they're confident that A should be pretty clear. So they rush forward, still push a Hawk through, up high in the air. They're not concerned about full flashing people, really. They just want to know if it flashes them at all. Knowing that it's clear, they're free to plant that spike, nade up to heaven just to make sure. And this is a very, very clean round from Wave, and a great reaction to the aggression Alliance attempted.
Yep, I really like also the change up from Alliance, because they are winning so far ahead right now, 6-1, and they knew they were playing very passively the entire game, apart from having a lurker in mid in form of Cregan. They were just mixing it up, and I like that.
It's on its way, but they're waiting that one out as well. Out in the open, Hype gonna be taken down by that nano swarm for sure, but it was to cover Kata's ult, so they actually get 2 kills, only lose Hype. That's pretty worthwhile, considering as well they spotted the spike dropped on the floor, so they know now that's good. So player's gonna have to walk out in that position to get it. Picks it up, spotted by the drone. There comes the darts. It's a recon just. Both players behind the site, both being seen, and a swing and a hit for Kriagon. Diffuse going to come on through. Don't know if he's going to go for it. Probably give the ult charge to someone else.
Takes a risk, and they get a kill. Nico feeds his ultimate, and then they can pop off from that. But in the meantime,
what? Carcass, he sprayed away, missed the shot. Spheroth misses the return. That's such an awkward fight, but it works out for Wave. Now in a 5v2, and this round is pretty much over and dusted with that very initial fight. You can see them all stacked up outside along. They had no intention of playing this round slow and respectful. It's all about confidence. Be very easy on that, just because of the utility usage. And for Wave, that's an easy write-off of a round in those post plans. Now they've got a man advantage, but they are walking into C. Lots of Killjoy utility in play, and that's going to be activated right now. And 2 players still holding on. The rocket not going to land at all. Swinging back, Looker saves the day by eliminating Yuri. That is not going to do anything, the orbital strike. It buys them a little bit of time, but Looker does peek around the back of it. And so he gets taken down. Another kill coming in for Fearoth, and he's stuck on the back. All they need to do is deal with him and plant that spike. They've gotten him down, but there might not be any time. 6 seconds, 1v1. Kriagon gonna walk forward. That spike is gonna be planted, but it's gonna cost them the round. It doesn't even get on the ground. As 8-4 we go. Alliance coming out with a pretty strong defense.
For the plan instead.
Yeah, it was an attempt, but didn't quite work out. Now we come into this situation, the pistol unfolding in front of our eyes, and Kriagon with the frenzy in hand. The frenzy round, sorry, not the pistol round. We're not on the new update, as we pointed out in the last map. The heal going to come through. Now, the heals are incredibly important, but you can see for Alliance, they don't have any. So Looker is left on 15 health. He still has utility, but for the most part, he's left to just lurk and maybe find a kill. I think his utility will be thrown out towards that C site. It depends how they want to play this one.
He was actually not spotted by the Hawk. So this was a really good lurk because of the fact that he wasn't spotted by the Hawk, and because of that, Nico maybe could have rotated offside C, and this is why Lurker pushed towards it to get map control for his teammates. Unfortunately, he fell, and now Nico is anticipating the push. Doesn't get the first shot, but it's still 1 versus 2, and Fearoth has to plant the bomb, and he plants with the knife out. He doesn't get the quick equip. Would have cost his life, actually.
Yeah, well, you see, he had the knife out for a little bit as well. Fearoth's going to throw a shock dart through, but it's not going to help all that much. Down to 1 HP. Recon dart goes out. Right click, not going to happen. He had to get them both with it, really, considering he was literally 1 health. They don't know that he's here, but they'll suspect it. He needs to make a move and potentially come on a flank to help his teammates out. That's what he's doing now. But the team are answering up with their own kills. 10 seconds left as the spike plan comes in. Kata jumps into window, but Fearoth is closing it out quick as can be. 9-6. Go in for a retake. But they've actually got a bit of a stack up around this A site. Still 2 players here. 1 down below. Caught, but Carcass not ready for that. Hype was below him. Kriagon below him, excuse me. As Kata takes that spike plant. He's all alone.
He's alone, and look where Hype is. Yes, or not Hype. Where the Killjoy... Zeke, thank you.
Oh, he isolates the fight. Takes down one, but not ready for Zeke, who's got the side angle. Well handled. That long rotate almost sells as a 300 IQ play. I thought, never mind, misread because we switched so quickly. I thought that was a player rushing around the side, but it's actually Kata. It's all good. So the 5v4, you still have a lockdown as well to play with. That's situated out on long. Hype is just going to fall back, but mummAy, one shot after another. Karkus comes in with the ultimate. Here goes the lockdown. It's almost a panic. Flashbang comes through. It's not going to fully blind Hype, but it gives away the info. They already know he's there. He's just planted the ult. Oh, spotted inside the smoke. That's danger now as Hype is ready for it, looking for a little bit more as they come through. The trade is there, but Karkus, I think he updrafted above the smoke and caught Fearoth with the knives in hand. That is huge. Just about winning the round.
Like a rule right now, 2 rounds in a row.
Oh, Tribune's in trouble. Taken down, but the spray through the smoke might trade him back. Hype didn't even get tickled up, actually. Never mind. Not quite landing for him. As Hype goes inside the smoke to try and deal with these guys. He plays Phantom most of the time, so easily able to spray through smoke without being deleted. Rolling Thunder goes into effect. Hiko trying desperately to get into the window, but it's just a time delaying tactic. They're not going to push off the back of it. Looker still has... doesn't have a flash. Whoa, that peak has aftershock, or fault line, excuse me, an aftershock if he wants to use it, but he doesn't because he goes down straight away. Fearoth trying to get that flank underway, but he realizes now they could be sticking it. That nade buys them some time. He swings out wide, catches. Whoa, no, doesn't even catch one. Correction, mummAy in there with the triple. Closing the round out nice and clean. 9-9 we go. Waves retakes on C side are on point. Hit a little bit. One player detained, but they know there's going to be someone covering that. They go in for the defuse. They tap it, and so Alliance need to push forward. They need to take these fights. That's where Zeke comes in from behind, but he's not able to get it done. A 1v3 in the end. It's all down to Tribune, and Kata taps him away. Lions went quiet for a while. They're back now 10-10, but can they keep it up? Wave, they've got some reserve of cash. They've got those weapons to be pulled up.
Reluctant, he still stays on B. And now the execution files on C, which is, unfortunately, not going Alliance way.
Well, Krieg at least through Garage, able to catch one. Paranoia is perfect. Coming up behind on the site. That's a free kill. Looking for the spawn player as well. Looker deals with him, but here comes the ult. Looker dodges it in with a headshot. He's down to 1 HP. That cool guys don't look at explosions. They shoot the bad guys in front of them. That's exactly what Looker did. Karkus in a 1v3. Got it all to do. Starts it out on the Looker. Looking for a little bit more. Low HP, but swaps over to the Vandal, knowing that he's done damage. A player on long. Looking to peek just afterwards, but it's just going to buy time. Delaying it as much as they physically can. Karkus taps it but gets shot, tagged up. Not enough though. Down goes Kriagon. Karkus is a smoke. He taps it. This has to be a peek from Fearoth. He gets spotted, but Karkus still wins it, and the defuse easily able to come through. A 1v3. This guy was quiet on Icebox, but he's here to play on Haven. Those fights in tagging up Kriagon and then swapping weapons. Kata goes down. Great start for Hiko. He goes out with the Seekers, but Kriagon deals with him. Now tucked in the corner, he's dead. Good night, sweet dreams, Kriagon. That's a fantastic ultimate from Tribune. Popping it now when it's needed the most. A 2v3. Hype able to pick up one kill. A player on the back of the site trying to delay as the flank comes through. Oh, but he's taken down. mummAy falls. This could be overtime. It's all down to one player, and that's Zeke. He's had a good game so far, but he's up against 2 players as well as a lockdown. That lockdown popped in, but he can destroy it if he can take both of these fights. Steps heard. They know exactly where he is. You're going to see the fight with Hype, and Hype wins it. 12-12. Alliance hold on, but a bit longer. And again, it's going to be overtime on Haven. Last time we saw them play Haven, it was 5 OTs. Can we make it 6 this time, Lothar? Straight through. Let's see what he can do. There's a player up above. They haven't spotted Kriagon in the perfect position, but he's caught off. Karkus eliminates him. That flash was pivotal to keep him blind for a bit, but Kata and Hype, they come through one after another. Hype runs out of ammo, down to a classic. He's being pushed on. His teammate there, but the flash perfectly blinded Tribune. Stopped him from converting that kill or even taking the fight. Kata with another. 13-12. Wave, they had it within their grasps. On now. It's still active because they spotted the backside with the Sova. That's going to be huge potential. Kriagon takes down Zeke. The push is on its way. No, Hype. Hiko, hold on. He's pulled it back at 3K, and he gets it all the way. 4 kills for Hiko, and overtime continues. Wave, they are not going anywhere just yet. It's B that they want to take. And where are they going to go from here? Out into the open. Looker dropped after just 1 kill. Kriagon, it took him a while, but he's in with 2. Suspects the flank, but gets caught off as mummAy goes through the smoke. A recon dart into the back site. 1 enemy remaining. It's Zeke, though. He wants to get the spike. He picks it up, runs away. He's out of there. Running for the C side. It's open, and he can get the plant, but has to hold off against both of these players.
It's going to be tough. It's gonna be tough, but he has the upper hand of having actually the turret. This is basically a half of a play for him. The lockdown comes down, buys the very valuable time. This is actually the 13 seconds that allow him to play a little bit more time, and because of the turret he has the timings, but now they know where he is, but they still cannot push. He can reposition and use his Xenos Swarm on the spike if I'm not mistaken. Recon arrow goes in, reads out the position, but he misses.
Last player standing.
Oh, Fearoth catches Zeke just in time. Hey, or C, excuse me. So they don't full rotate just yet. Oh, but look at this from Zeke. He's in the corner. He's not spotted. Another kill goes his way. Now the advantage is there for Wave. The crossfire. Nico swings at just the right time. Spike tries to be planted, but Looker, he only seals his own fate. And again, it's Nico to confirm another OT. Lothar, are we gonna hit 5? Is this the day? But Wave are holding on. Paranoia, it does well. It blinds up a couple of players, but caught in the crossfire. Hype is taken down, and Korea soon to follow. 15-14. Wave back up with map point. Double thinking, double guessing himself whether he should actually go for this on the flank play. He delays it long enough that they're now focused on site, but they're deleting every player there. mummAy needs to come behind, but he gets deleted as well. And it's all down to 2, trying to get that spike diffused, trying to tap it, but they don't have anything to work with here. I think smokes are fully gone as well, and the firing squad emerges, takes them down. The death sentence for Wave, but not the death sentence in this series yet. Pressure applied more than these players have felt in Valorant before.
Kata with open kill, but there's Krigon dying while with Paranoia in his hand. This is not looking good for our eyes, but Locker with the double kill, insane!
He's nuts. He's absolutely nuts. Looker grabs the double, starts to rotate over towards Garage, wants to move with the drone in synchronicity. In sync. Would have been the easier way to say that.
With the band, right? Yeah.
Exactly. There you go. So, oh no. Okay, spike in hand, you go to plant it, but you stop because you're tagged by the drone. You're scared of somebody coming around. You're scared of maybe some utility coming through the flank from Hype. This is it. Done and dusted surely in this round. Looking for a little bit more here. mummAy caught up close. They knew that he was here. He wants to swing. He's spotted out. He's tagged. His time is still plenty, but he needs to win against 3 players swinging at him from every angle, and it's just not going to happen. Still online, ready to go through in just a moment. Spotting at the player at the back. They don't even need it. Never mind. Spike plant can now come into effect. Man advantage. But almost every round Wave have won on the defense has been on retakes, and it's starting out well with Carcass catching Hype trying to retreat. That's not just a kill, that's utility taken out of the equation. But speaking of which, Krigon catches a flanker. Zeke goes down. 2-man advantage. They need to avoid playing overly aggressive, or maybe not, because Fearoth goes out, eliminates Carcass. Nico, he got a 4K to get us to overtime. He needs one more. Time is ticking. The spike is set to explode any moment now, and Krigon closes it. Alliance will be the first team in EU confirmed to be in Masters.
Such a cool game.